The moment I crossed that line, everything changed. The space we once shared now feels haunted by my actions. I can see the fear in your eyes as you think about what happened in that room, and I can't blame you. The damage is done, and no matter how hard I try, I know I can never undo what I've taken from you. Your bedroom was supposed to be your sanctuary, and now it's just a reminder of how I shattered everything. In the blink of an eye, everything turned upside down, and now I'm left with nothing but the remnants of my own guilt. I wish I could take back the reckless decisions, but the truth is, I'll never be able to erase the memories from that room. Every time I close my eyes, I can still feel the weight of the choices I made in that space. I never imagined that a single moment could change everything between us, but now I can never look at you the same. The walls of your bedroom will always hold the secrets of what I did, and I fear you'll never be able to forget. There's no going back now. The betrayal is permanent, and so are the feelings that came with it. Every time I enter that room, it feels like I'm walking into a memory I wish I could forget. I know you'll never look at me the same way again. The truth is, I'm not sure I can look at myself either. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I thought I could control my actions, but now everything's broken. I can't escape the echo of the silence that fills the room after what happened. Every glance, every word feels heavier now, as if the weight of what I did is too much to bear. What I did to your bedroom will haunt me long after the dust settles, a constant reminder of my own weakness. There are things we can never undo, and the way I violated that space is one of them. I was so reckless with your trust, and now the room will always remind us of the damage I caused. There's a coldness in my heart now, knowing I can never undo the harm I did in the place you once felt safe. The only thing I regret more than my actions is the fact that I can never take them back. My mind keeps replaying what I did to your sanctuary, but I can't undo what's been done. I didn't realize the depth of my action until I saw the look in your eyes afterward. I've broken something so precious, and now I'm left wondering if we can ever rebuild what was lost. You'll never look at your bedroom the same way, and neither will I. What I did to your bedroom wasn't just a mistake. It was a violation of everything we stood for. I can still feel the weight of my choices pressing down on me, knowing that it's too late for apologies. The room may be physically the same, but emotionally, it will forever be tainted by what I did. I thought I could handle the consequences, But now I realize that I'll never be able to escape the feeling of regret. Every part of that room is a reminder of my failure, and I know it's something we'll both have to live with. You'll never see me the same way again, and I can't blame you. I can barely stand up to look at myself. The room is a reflection of everything that's wrong with me now, and no matter how hard I try, I can't erase it. The chaos I brought into your world that day will always live on in that space, and there's no escaping it. What happened that day was a betrayal, and now I can't escape the guilt that comes with it. Every time I think about what I did, I feel like I'm suffocating under the weight of the consequences. You can forgive me, but the room will never forget what I did. It feels like the air in that room has been forever poisoned by the choices I made. I didn't just hurt you that day. I hurt the place that should have been your refuge. I know the damage I caused can't be repaired, but I'll spend my life trying to make up for what I did. You'll never look at me with the same trust again, and I don't blame you. I've shattered that connection forever. What happened that day will forever mark us both, no matter how much time passes. I know I'll never get the chance to undo what happened in your bedroom, and that thought eats away at me every day. The damage I've done is irreversible, and I'm left here, wondering if you'll ever truly forgive me. I used to think we could move past anything, but now I'm not so sure. I thought I could handle the consequences, but the truth is, I don't think I'll ever be able to live with them. The room will forever remind us of the moment I lost everything, including your trust. I can feel the weight of my actions in every inch of that room, and I'm not sure if I can ever escape it. The damage I caused isn't something that can be fixed with words. It's something that will linger in both our minds forever. That room was supposed to be a place of comfort, not a monument to my mistakes. Every time I think about what I did, the regret is almost unbearable. The room we once shared will always carry the scar of my actions, and no matter how hard I try, I can't undo it. I wish I could turn back time and erase the damage, but every inch of that room reminds me of my mistake. It was supposed to be a space of love, but now it's a place where our trust was shattered beyond repair. I thought I could control myself, but now I'm left with nothing but guilt every time I enter that room. What I did there was unforgivable, and I can see it in your eyes every time we meet. It will never be the same. That room was once filled with our dreams, but now it holds only the weight of my regret. I'll never escape the feeling of failure that comes with knowing what I did to your sacred space. The moment I crossed that line, I knew there would be no going back. That room will always be a reminder of it. I can hear your silence echoing in my mind, louder than any words I could say to make up for what I did. Every time I look at you, I feel the guilt that haunts me, the one I can never truly get rid of. The only thing can do now is learn to live with the consequences of my actions, but I know it'll never be enough. Your bedroom was never meant to hold the chaos I brought into it, but now it carries a weight I can't escape. You don't need to say a word. I can see the hurt in your eyes every time we talk about that day. The memories of what I did linger in the room, a constant reminder of everything I've destroyed. I thought I could make things right, but now all I can do is face the reality that some mistakes can never be undone. There's no apology deep enough to erase the shame that comes with what I did in that room. I never imagined that one action would change the way I'd look at you and how you'd look at me. I destroyed the trust we built, and now I must live with the heavy burden of that reality. Every corner of that room is now a shadow of my failure, and it will forever haunt both of us. What happened there can never be erased, and now we are both left with the consequences of it. I never wanted to hurt you, but I did, and now I see the pain in your eyes every time we're in that space. It was supposed to be a place of peace, but now it's a symbol of everything I broke between us. The room may have four walls, but in my mind, it's a cage built from my own guilt and shame. I wish I could apologize enough to undo what happened, but deep down, I know it's too late for that. It's not just the room that's ruined, it's the trust we had, and I can't fix that no matter how hard I try. Every time I walk into that room, I'm reminded of the damage I caused, and the guilt is overwhelming. You'll never feel the same way about that space again, and I'll never feel the same about myself. What I did was a violation, and now that room will always be a reminder of how far I've fallen. The silence that fills the room now is louder than any conversation we could have, and it stings every time. I tried to hide my shame, but it's written all over that room, and it's something we'll both never forget. I know we can't go back to how things were, not after what I did. That room will always be the evidence. I'll never be able to look at you without feeling the weight of the betrayal I caused in that room. The truth is, no matter how much I wish I could change the past, I can't undo the harm I did. There are things you can't erase, no matter how hard you try, and my actions in that room are one of them. What happened there was a turning point, And now, nothing between us will ever feel the same again. I can see the look in your eyes, the hurt I caused, and I know it's something I'll never be able to fix. Every time I step into that room, it's like walking into a memory I wish I could forget, but never will.